What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. I'm tired, so I think the light's like burning my eyes right now. It's okay. I got this one and one more song to record, and then I'm going to bed. It's hard when you're moving. I just said that in the last video. I think when you're moving, you're just so tired, but like you have to do it because you have to do it. So you don't realize how tired you are until the end of the day. One of those. All right. We're checking out Untouchable. I mentioned in the last video that one of my subscribers reached out to me and suggested that I should create a timeline of all the events so that I can better keep track of like when the songs come out and all of that stuff. And I think I told you guys that last week in a video. I've just been so busy with the move that I never actually sat down and actually made a timeline. But I thought I would try to, I would start trying to. And so early on in my timeline thing, I came across 2017 that he was either in jail or just got out of jail and then did this song. And I think this was the time when he got arrested in Texas on suspicion of something. So I'm starting to get a timeline together. I'm going to try and sit down where I feel like I have some time to do it. I'm going to sit down and actually make a proper timeline, and that way I can pinpoint exactly where this music came from. But right now I'm doing Untouchable. I have the lyrics pulled up on my phone. This is from 5 years ago, so let's check this out.
But the studios stay out the way, and this shit cheap.
Man, the probation officer, I'm trying to see when he gonna let me leave now.
Yeah, go ahead, I'm waiting on you. I'm about to send you something. But this shit, let's get it.
Hey, that's a bet.
You gotta move or you gonna die.
Why does that person look familiar?
Let's get it.
Hey, that's a bet.
You gotta move or you gonna die.
Why does that guy look familiar? I don't know who that is, but that guy looks kind of familiar. I don't know if it's because he's on the phone. I can't tell who it is. Anyways, it is what it is.
You gotta move or you gonna die.
For the quit so many times, but I knew this moment would come. Now it's my time. I gotta make up for all them nights that my mama cried. I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line. Dropped out of school to chase my dream. I had something for the prove. I put my all into this shit, man. I can't fucking lose. They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I've been through. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food, but now I'm up.
Oh, I love this. Oh man, I love this. I love this. This is like a more like storytelling side of him. I love this. Okay.
For all them nights that my mama cried, I'm going in, I'm putting everything on the line. Dropped out of school to chase my dream, I had something for the prove. I put my all into this shit, man, I can't fucking lose. They smile up in my face, but they don't know what I've been through. Whole lot of nights I went to sleep and I ain't had no food, but now I'm up and I'm just thinking about my next move. Gotta keep my head above water, gotta make it do. I do this shit for my mom and my little brother too. Ain't no more problems now, I might as well go back to school. Gotta maintain, stay on my grind, no I can't be no fool. No I can't slip, no I can't fun, but gotta stick and move. Get out, be all, move to LA, where I ain't gotta keep it too. Surprised, but I knew my dreams coming true. Nothing stayed down.
Interesting. He said that in that Angela Yee interview as well, right? Like he wanted to move to LA because he feels like he wouldn't have the same problems that he has if he was over there. The reality being that like this was 5 years ago. You can already see that battle with himself occurring, right? Like he's telling you here 5 years ago that he wants to change. And sometimes, sometimes just wanting it isn't enough. Sometimes it's hard for people on the outside to understand or to to relate to that type of decision making. But it's like when you're in it and you're completely surrounded in this situation, wanting to force that change right in that moment could be life or death, right? And it's almost like in order to survive, you have to keep making those other decisions to stay alive, to keep, to keep on top of things. And again, I think it's really hard. Like, even for me, it's not like I live that life. It's just, I'm trying really hard to be empathetic to that situation and try to imagine, and even imagining is hard, but try to imagine myself in his shoes. And it would be really difficult. Like, if that's what you're really in and you're surrounded by it and you live in it, how do you break away from it? Right? Like, but you can see that turmoil even in this song.
Gotta stick and move, get out, be all move to LA, where I ain't gotta keep it too. Surprised, but I knew my dreams coming true. Nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. When nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. Yeah.
Yo, that's so dope. That chorus was so good. We're untouchable. Come run that money up with me. That's dope. Okay. I'm tired, guys. That's why I'm making weird noises and stuff. It's okay. We're gonna get through it. This song, like this chorus, was crazy, and that first verse, I love that first verse. All right, let's see what the second verse got. Here we go.
My gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. Yeah, now that I made it, ain't nothing the same, it all changed. When I'm in public, people see me, they screaming my name. Just a few days ago, I was locked up in them chains. Now I'm in back of the Maybach with a lot of bands.
So that was right. Like I said, I was just reading right before this that I thought he was either in or just coming out. So I think he's saying he just got out of jail right before he did this.
In them chains. Now I'm in back of the Maybach with a lot of bands. I ain't worried about them dissing, I don't hear a thing they saying. This for my sons in Montana, can't forget it, band. I never jeopardize this and lose it all again. This for that off there, they baby, they know I ain't playing. From the heart, I appreciate.
That's dope. He's shouting out his people, right? So he said this for my sons. Then he's shouting out Montana and Ben 10. That's dope. All right, let's pull it back.
I don't hear a thing they saying. This for my sons in Montana, can't forget it, band. I never jeopardize this and lose it all again. This for that off there, they baby, they know I ain't playing. From the heart, I appreciate all of my fans. This for Monique for loving me and being my helping hand. I really did it, this for Mom, Street, Trey, and Aaron. Can't nobody tell me nothing, I'm like, what you saying? Nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. When nothing stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, forever right, you know what's up with me, nigga. Never change on my gang, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. Yeah.
His beats are so crazy, man.
When untouchable, come run the money up with me, nigga. Yeah.
That was dope. I think there's just a few seconds left, but I don't think there's anything else. No. Okay. Part of this makes me a little bit sad because, like, in this video we can see him, like, I think he was like walking through a mall. He was driving around in that car. And, like, listen, it is what it is, right? Like, everything we do in this life has consequences, and part of being a mature adult man, woman, whatever you want to call it, is accepting the consequences of your actions or your decisions. I've always tried to live that way, right? Now, obviously, we're talking to different degrees, but, I'm sure he understands that there's consequences to the things that he did and the things that he was involved in. and you have to pay for that, right? It's just how things work. But I can't help but feel sad. Like, you know, I watched that interview and he's like walking around that house and like he's in that house 24/7. Like he literally can't go anywhere, which is crazy, right? Like it's weird because like we see him in his home, but it's basically like, because of the rules, it's basically prison, right? Like that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be. It's the punishment. But I'm just saying, like when I watch this and I see him have that freedom and he's like, he's not just shooting a video outside of his house in Baton Rouge. He's not just, you know, shooting videos inside of his house. He's out somewhere on some of that footage. So anyways, that was an awesome song, man. Like I don't know. That was really good. I'm just going to give up on ranking his songs. There's too many, and I like too many of them. If you are still here, I appreciate you spending your time. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.